What's going on, y'all? Bulletproof Lambo back with another video, your one-stop shop for everything fighting and fitness. And today we got an interview that Michael Morales did with Full Violence, and we just want to cover it because he goes over the cuck lord today. They glance over that topic, and I just want to know, how does Morales feel about Ian Garry, the cuck lord? How does he feel? Is he confident? Does he want to fight him? We about to find out.
Pick 'em up, take 'em to the mall, to the fucking thing. I'm riding through New York, skirt, bang, finna go and shoot New Jersey up, bang. Tryna take my chain, they ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up, bang. You want something? Hurry up, Try to rob, bitch, we 30'd up, Just left volcanoes, bitch, I'm curried up, Cheese in my pockets, velvet up, Hey, I'm a gorilla.
Without further ado, let's get into this video, man.
Is there anyone that you don't like in the division? Like, there's someone that you dislike?
Ian Garry.
Oh, Ian Garry. Okay.
Ian Garry.
Yeah, you don't like him.
Habla mucho.
Okay, talk to him.
He does talk a lot. And some people would say, me in particular, I think that's the only reason why Ian Garry is at the top. Don't get me wrong. He has great fight IQ. He knows how to keep that range. But there's one person in the division, and I would even say that he's better at protest, at closing the range and just bum rushing you and marauding you down, and that's Morales. You can say what you want. This is a call out, bro. Morales is calling out Ian Garry. Now it's up to Ian Garry to respond. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. If Ian Garry doesn't come out with all this talk that he be doing, it says a lot about how he feels about Morales. Me, in my personal opinion, I think Ian Garry is scared of Morales. I think he's scared shitless, bro. And we're going to go over some more clips of why I think this, because if you notice, there's a trend with Ian Garry throughout this last fight week at UFC Qatar. There's been a trend, bro. And that trend has been to talk endless crap about every single fighter except for Morales. He brought up Prates. He brought up Bilal Muhammad, even though he already beat him. Right? He brought up Rachmanov. Every single person that Ian Garry has fought, or that he wants to fight, he brings him up. But there's a man in the division, and I honestly believe he's the true boogeyman of the true boogeyman of the division. And that's Michael Morales, bro. Y'all make sure to grab y'all weight. Get y'all reps in, man. Oh. We ain't just gonna sit here and just be watching content. We're gonna be improving as well. Finish this interview.
Habla mucho y no me gusta cómo pelea.
Is there anyone that you like?
Bro, if I'm being real, the only fight of Ian Garry's that I watched that I was like, yo, this dude is cool, I like watching his fights, was literally his first fight. That's the only fight. He had an okay performance against Song Kanan, but Song Kanan is like 45 years old, and he has no elusivity, bro. Song Kanan is a journeyman. We all know this, great fighter, but, bro, you got dropped against him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really think that Song Kanan could drop Ian Garry, but Morales can't? Bro, let's break this down, right? Let's go over who Morales has fought, right? He just fought Sean Brady, correct? If Ian Garry fought Sean Brady, do you really think that he would knock him out? Do you think he would even drop him? Because in my personal opinion, I think Sean Brady would wash the cuck lord, bro. And this is not like an Ian Garry hate parade, bro. It's really not. It's just calling him out for his BS, bro. Because what does he do? He's steady talking about a title shot. Bro, there's people in the division that are way more exciting than you, bro. Just because you have good fight IQ and you know how to throw a jab, stick, and move does not mean you deserve a title shot. Muhammad Ali knew how to jab, stick, and move too, but guess what? That right hand was coming behind it and clocking motherfuckers, bro. You're not doing that, bro. You got the longest limbs in the division, the longest legs. You don't use them at all, bro. There's so many things wrong with his game, and people just want to talk about fight IQ, fight IQ, fight IQ. No, y'all are mesmerized by the fact that this dude is good on a mic, bro. He keeps saying he's the protege of Conor. You're not the protege of Conor, bro. Conor was putting everyone out on his way to a title shot, bro. You guys are not alike, bro. You guys are not alike at all, bro. At all. Conor was calling shots. I'm going to get him outside to get him, knock him out, and inside a 1 round. And he would do it. Inside 2 rounds. And he would do it. You guys are not the same, bro. I just want to bring up another interview. We're going to go over this interview right here that he did with ESPN MMA.
I think he definitely felt it, and we all reacted to it. It was a beautiful shot, but the takedown defense, absolutely perfect tonight. It really was. I mean, he didn't get you down once. He wasn't even close to taking you down.
In fact, if anyone was going to take him down, it looked like me at one point.
That's
but I told
correct.
you, I've been working with your friend John Hathaway, right?
There you
An
go.
absolute gem in England, former UFC fighter. I've also been working with...
I think Michael Morales would take you down. I think Michael Morales would take you down. Not only do I think he would take you down, I think he would knock you out. He just gave you the bird, bro. That's another thing, bro. This dude likes to play this passive aggressive, bro. This is not a good look for a fighter, bro. He's steady trying to act professional. But when he went up to Khamzat Chimaev, right before Khamzat Chimaev pushed him out the way and pushed him 50 yards back, what did he do? He was like, hey, come on. He nodded at him. Like, yo, let's step outside. Nah, let's get down where you mad at. You're supposed to get down where you mad at, Ian Garry. So what's up? And Khamzat stood on business, bro, 10-toe down, like he was supposed to. You're not gonna bring that passive aggressive BS over here, bro.
That belt ain't coming home with you.
I'm not trying to be that guy and rain on your bonfire, piss on your bonfire, but what if I was to say the names Kamaru Usman or Shavkat Rakhmonov to you?
All right, both of them are kneeless. I bust up his
Again,
knee today.
just for
I
conversation.
bust up his knee in that fight. He's had 2
No.
knee surgeries, Shavkat. He's had 2 knee surgeries since I fought him. He ain't coming back anytime soon. I bet you my life on that one. And then Kamaru Usman, has been, once was? No, get out of here. You need to fight one of the best in the world. That is me. End of, full stop. Sign the contract. I'll see whatever you want, Islam Makhachev.
Let me jump in here real quick, guys. I got some questions for you,
Come on, let's go.
Listen, we've had a lot of movement at 170 pounds, especially this month. What are your thoughts on Prochazka and Morales and what we saw at UFC 322?
They're both prospects turned contenders. Like they're
Here we go.
But the truth is,
Hey.
they fought the best on the
And there we go.
road to get-
There we go. Here we go, bro. Here we go with this passive aggressive BS by Ian Garry. He started off good. Come and defend your title against me at 170. You got to fight a top contender. He should have left it there. Then he keeps going, bro. Like I said before, nobody wants to know. We don't care why you think you should get a title shot. We already can see who deserves a title shot, bro. We're all watching the UFC. We can see you. You're right there, bro. We understand that you're potentially in the range for a title shot. What we want to know, Ian Garry, instead of you convincing us of why you should get a title shot, why don't you just tell us what you're going to do when you get the title shot? That's why I understand. It should already be in the ball. Is it actually in your court? Islam does not have to defend against you, bro. It's probably not even up to Islam fully, bro. The UFC got so many plans for Islam Makhachev, bro. You really think he's worried about Ian freaking Garry? No, he's not, bro. He's not. He's not worried about Ian Garry. If I was Islam Makhachev, that would be the least of my problems, bro. Are you kidding me? If I'm sitting here and I'm Islam Makhachev, I'm not thinking to myself, oh, Khabib protege, Conor protege. Bro, neither one of those two are in the UFC, are fighting in the UFC right now. Khabib has not fought in years. Conor has not fought in years. We do not know what they're doing with their fighting careers, bro. Why do you keep trying to tie yourself into Conor, bro? It's so annoying. Be your own guy, bro. You don't want to be the first Ian Garry. You want people to associate you and put you underneath Conor for the rest of your career? Put you underneath Conor for the rest of your career? Because that's where you're headed, bro. That is literally where you're headed, bro. People are literally thinking to themselves, oh yeah, that's Conor's boy. Isn't that kind of soft? I mean, you're a cuck, so I mean that, bro. I mean that's what you. I guess that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, you serve your wife on a silver platter. That's the life. You always got to be underneath somebody. Be your own man, bro. Just tell us, what are you gonna do when you get the title shot? When I get the title shot, I'm gonna put Islam flat on his face. When I get a title shot, I'm gonna boot his leg off. When I get a title shot, Islam Makashev's scared of me, but when I get a title shot, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna knee him through his freaking chest. I'm gonna knee him through his fucking chest. That's what you should be saying, bro. Stop with all this passive aggressive BS. Nobody wants to see that in a world champion, bro. Go take notes out of Ilya Toporia's book. Go take notes out of Dustin Poirier's book. Shows up in a war hat. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put him out. I'm gonna put him unconscious. There's so many people you could take notes out of their book, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go take notes out of John Jones' book. If you ever do that, I will kill you. It's like he's missing the menacing part that comes with fighting, bro. Everything is just a bunch of convincing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's just weird to me, bro. But now we getting ready to get into the nitty gritty. They just asked him, how do you feel about the rising contenders, right? The guys that other people think should get a title shot next. Prates, and Morales.
Prospects turn contenders. Like, they're both.
What are your thoughts on Prates and Morales and what we saw at UFC 322?
They're both prospects turn contenders. Like, they're both absolutely up there at the top of the sport. But the truth is, I've fought the best and the toughest road to get here. When you look at the names I've fought, D-Rod, Magny, Jeff Neal, MVP, Shavkat, Prates, Bilal Muhammad, I've earned my title shot. There ain't none of the...
Bro, and look at who Morales has fought, bro. He fought Sean Brady. What would you do against Sean Brady? He fought Gilbert Burns. What would you do against Gilbert Burns? It would be a float around fest, bro. You'd be floating around the octagon, trying not to get taken down. Morales went for the kill and busted both of them inside one round. Could you do that? Ian Garry, you keep talking about who you fought. Bro, it matters about what you did against who you fought. Against Shavkat, you lost. Against Bilal Muhammad, you eked out a win. It was a jab fest. Cool. Congratulations, bro. You hit him with a couple jabs and cut his eye. Kept eye poking him. Like, bro, who else did Ian Garry fight? D-Rod? Come on, bro. We being serious? D-Rod. Daniel Rodriguez, bro. Daniel Rodriguez. That's your biggest and best win? The guy that you showed out, a guy he's not a contender, bro. Gilbert Burns is a contender. He's been a contender for a long time. Sean Brady is the number one contender. And he knocked them both out inside one round. I noticed that every single time they bring up somebody other than Michael Morales, he has absolutely nothing to say. Morales is not even coming out of his mouth, bro. Have y'all noticed that? He does not want to talk about Morales at all. He does not want to talk about Morales. Morales literally gave him the bird. Said he doesn't like him. His fights are boring. I don't like his fights. Fuck him. That's what he said. That's literally what he said about you, bro. And what do? You give him this passive-aggressive BS just like you gave to Chimaev. You're supposed to be the champion of this sport. Bro, knuckle up, bro. Knuckle up. Knuck if you buck, bro. You're not bucking back, bro. You're not doing that, you cucklord, bro. And you want a title, you want us to give you a title shot, and you're not even willing to fight when your name is on the line? He literally said, F your name. That's basically what all these dudes are saying. He don't say Chimaev's name. He don't say Morales' name. When Chimaev was in division, he didn't want to fight Chimaev. Now it's Morales' time. He doesn't want to fight Morales. He doesn't want to talk about him. Everybody else in the division, he's saying, "Oh, I beat them. Oh, I want to fight them. Oh, I already beat Prates. Now I'm beating Bilal Muhammad. He sucks. He couldn't take me down. You're talking all this mess, right? Kamaru Usman has no knees, bro." What's up with Morales, though, bro? Because I see what you're doing, and you ain't slick, brother. You ain't slick. You don't want to fight Morales. You're scared of Morales because you know Morales will walk you down and put you to sleep.
Guys that have done what I've done, they haven't fought the road that I've fought. They haven't fought the deep division that I have. I'm the best in the world, and I've earned my title shot. That's it, end of.
Now, I got to ask you this. Tell me about how this fight goes down between you and Islam. Because you're a student of the game. You are so mindful with techniques and analysis, and you know how to prepare for these fights. Any style of fight you've shown that you know how to deal with any style matchup. Tell me how this fight goes with Islam.
Look, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to respect what Islam is amazing. Islam is the single best in the world, and when he grabs you, he stays on you. And he's unbelievable at it. The best part about it is when we think of Khabib, we think of that pressure. I believe Islam is even more technical than Khabib. And his striking has started to get there as well. We just watched him piece up Jack Della Maddalena for 5 rounds on the feet as well. For me, I'm undefeated against southpaws. He's a southpaw. I have that. I know how to do it. I have the keys to victory against that. I'm longer. I'm taller. I'm faster than anybody he's ever faced. And I'm smarter than anybody he's ever stepped in there with. I am going to piece him up on the feet. I'm going to jab the mouth off him. I will make him lean off angles. He will shoot. I will defend the shot. I will stay on the feet. And I will crack him and crack him and crack him just like I did to Bilal today. But he is not as tough as Bilal.
No, I'm not trying to...
Thank you. Finally, bro. This dude says something worthwhile, bro. You told us what we were going to do in the fight. That's cool. I don't think you're going to get a title shot. But that was a step in the right direction, Cucklord. I'm proud of you, bro. Here's my problem, bro. That I've been preaching. I'm going to preach it. I'm going to repeat it again. Dude, the guys that you are talking about, right? The Protezes and I get you're trying to give yourself a chance against Islam Makhachev, bro. But part of the reason why nobody's committing to giving you a title shot is because none of us actually believe anything that you're saying, bro. None of us actually believe that Ian Garry is going to touch gold. Do you guys believe that Ian Garry is going to touch gold, especially with Islam as the champion? I don't. Now think of Michael Morales, right? Think of Morales. Do you guys think that Morales has a huge chance of upsetting Islam? Because I personally do. All these guys that he's mentioning, none of us believe they're going to touch the title. Not with Islam Makhachev there. I don't think Kamaru Usman's going to touch it. He's been talking mess about Kamaru Usman. Talking mad, just crap. Just talking crap about him, bro. I don't think Prates is going to beat Islam. Talking crap about him too. I don't think Bilal would. Talking about him too. Just got the decision. Even though he should have knocked him clean out with how Bilal is, bro. Come on. I don't think Sean Brady will beat him. And Morales just starched him. Leon definitely wouldn't. And he's talked about him. Right? Kamaru Usman has no knees, supposedly. He's talked about him. The only person in your way is Michael Morales. So why are you not talking about him, bro? Why are you ducking and dodging? Oh, they're prospect turned contenders. Yeah, obviously, bro. Thank you, Captain Cucklord. Thank you. But, bro, we need more. What would you do to them in a fight? Are you just going to duck Morales for you? Bro, even if you win the title, you're going to have to fight Morales next. So you might as well get him out of the way. Bro, part of me feels like he wants to get on his hand, get his hands on the title first before he fights Morales. That way he can say he's a UFC champion. Because he knows Michael Morales would put him to sleep, bro. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger. And to be honest with you, bro, I think Morales is a way bigger dog than Ian Garry, bro. We saw him trying to crawl out of the octagon against Protez, but for some reason he keeps bringing him up. I think he knows that he should have lost that fight. I think he knows that he got served towards the end of that fight, bro. In the championship rounds, he was all busted up, bro. People keep trying to pass this narrative. Oh, Ian Garry's great. Yeah, he was good on the feet in the first couple rounds. Then he started getting pieced up. He started getting pieced up, bro. He almost got finished that fight, bro. He was getting spanked. He got spanked in the 5th round. The championship round should count for something. I personally think that fight was a draw. Did you keep bringing up Protez? I think you agree with me, Ian Garry. I think you agree with me wholeheartedly, bro. I really do. What Ian Garry needs to do is, regardless of if he gets a title shot or not, he needs to deal with that. He needs to deal with that Morales smoke. And now Morales, I think Morales done peeped game, and he's like, "Oh, okay. I see you trying to avoid me. I see you don't want to talk about me." So he took the liberty of going to do an interview and literally saying, "Fuck you, Ian Garry." That's literally what he said. He said, "You're boring." He flipped you off. And you ain't mentioned him at all. I haven't heard Ian Garry. Ian Garry's supposed to be the call-out guy. Oh, you talk mess to Ian Garry? He's going to respond in T-minus 24 hours. He hasn't said nothing, bro. What does that tell y'all? I'm just being real. Bro.
Way with Jack Della Maddalena. Islam had his way for sure.
But he did, though. Did you look at Jack's face after that fight? No, but did you see
Bro.
So he did. He mixed it up. He caught him on the sides. He came around the corners. When Jack went down, he caught the angles. He did have success. Jack left there looking like he'd been battered by a broomstick. Like he'd been smacked and smacked and smacked. Bilal hit him hard. Bilal did take him down, and Bilal held him down. Bilal won 2 rounds against Jack. Could have won 3 had he put his ego aside early on. So he did. He had no success against me tonight. So the truth is,
Islam's not going to strike with you, bro.
Of what I can do to Islam Makhachev.
Which is exactly what I said about Jack fighting Islam. Like, he had the perfect warm-up fight for Muhammad.
Exactly. But I am better than Jack ever wished he could be. And Bilal is
Oh my God.
And he said that himself out of his mouth. He said 10 times out of 10 Islam beats me. But the fact of the matter is, I am longer, I am taller than anyone Islam has ever faced. True. The speed that I have is undeniable. You see it in the octagon. I'm so intelligent, I'm so fast, and I know what I'm doing against these opponents. Islam has to grab a hold of my leg. He has to take me down, because he will never be able to beat me on the feet. He might have an ego, he might try, but he will fail. He will try to get me down, and when I tell you, I have been training with Damian Maia, I have been training with the best guys in the world, Charles Oliveira. Don't think I'm not ready for that.
So worst case scenario, let's say they both.
I don't.
Bro, what does it matter if you're training with the best in the world? Is Charles Oliveira better than Craig Jones on the ground? Craig Jones would wash our Charles Oliveira one-on-one, bro. In a grappling match? Yeah, bro. What? What are you talking about? Damian Maia cannot help you beat Islam Makhachev, bro. Damian Maia is a grappler. You keep bringing up all these grapplers. Bro, you're going to have to wrestle. He's not going to strike with you, bro. Yeah, sure, you might be able to stuff 1 or 2 takedowns. Of course, right? You have the length. You have the frame. But you're going to have to do that for 5 rounds, bro. There's no way you think you're going to fight Islam Makhachev and not get taken down, bro. He keeps talking about this like it's a striking contest. If you want to strike so bad, go fight Morales. He just called you out. Go fight Morales. Stop being scared. Don't be a wimp, bro. You want to fight so bad, go fight Morales, bro. You want to have a striking battle? You're the best striker in the UFC, the best striker in the welterweight division's ever seen, right? That's what you said against MVP. When he was starching you, when he was popping and socking you, had your head. He was a bobblehead versus MVP, bro.
Worst case scenarios in my life. That is not how my world works. It's only positives. It is always to the top. My dreams come true. And put it that way.
Okay, so on your way to the top, Ian. On your way to the top, would you sit and wait if somebody else is offered a title shot?
If anyone else is offered a title shot, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to beat the bollocks out of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
End of. I've earned my title shot. There is nobody in this division right now who has fought a tougher road than I have. There is nobody who has fought the multiple division guys in the top 15 that I have. There's flashes in the pan. Flash in the pan Morales. Flash in the pan Carlos Pratt. What happened when I stepped in there with Carlos Pratches? I beat the bollocks off him where he's best for 24 minutes.
Let me change tunes slightly. You've always been kind of a polarizing figure.
Me?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know if you're aware of this.
No.
All right, I'm done with this interview, man.
I have been training with Damian Maia. I have been... Put it that way.
Okay, so on your...
That is not how my world works. It's only positives.
All right.
It is always to the top. My dreams come true, and I put it that way.
Okay, so on your way to the top, Ian, on your way to the top, would you sit and wait if somebody else is offered a title shot?
Hey, if
before
anyone
you?
else is
Or
offered a
would you
title
take
shot, I'm going to
another
go up
fight?
to the gym and I'll beat the bollocks out of him.
Yeah, fair enough.
End of. I've earned my title shot. There is nobody in this division right now who has fought a tougher road than I have. There is nobody.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Multiple division guys in the top 15 that I have. There's flashes in the pan. Flash in the pan Morales. Flash in the pan Carlos Pratt. What happened when I stepped in there with Carlos Pratches? I beat the bollocks off him where he's best for 24 minutes.
Let me change tunes slightly. You've always been kind of a
Bro, here we go with this resume BS, bro. If it was all based off resumes, why hasn't Sean Brady received a title shot yet? If it was all based off resumes, why hasn't Kamaru Usman received another title shot? You want to know why, Ian Garry? Because it's not all about your resume. We've gone through this so many times, bro. Look at Ilya Topuria. When he fought Volkanovski, who did he beat, bro? He beat Josh Emmett, and he beat Bryce Mitchell. That's it. It was because of his performances, bro. The fact that he was finishing. Does he not understand that the caliber of opponents that he's fought compared to Michael Morales is not that different, bro? It's really not. Michael Morales beat Gilbert Burns. Who else beat Gilbert Burns before they got a title shot? JDM. Michael Morales just beat Sean Brady. Sean Brady beat Leon Edwards, who was a former champion. But he finished him. You're not finishing none of these guys you're talking about. You lost against Carlos Prates. You lost against Shavkat. When you fought Carlos Prates, you were getting beat up. You did not finish nobody, bro. Literally, your last finish was Daniel Rodriguez. He's not a top contender, bro. And he never will be. What are we talking about, bro? It matters about your performance. Stop acting stupid, you cuck. What are you talking about? Why are we even going through this, bro? Why to do it? Somebody in this interview, can you guys please stop glazing this fool for this 3-round, this decision fest that you just went through with Bilal Muhammad, and put him in check, bro. Because you didn't finish him, you should have to go fight Michael Morales, because Michael Morales has been on a tear. You have not been on a tear. Your career has been going like this. 1 minute it's up, 1 minute it's down, then you lose to Shavkat, it goes back down. You go against Prates, you're doing good in the fight, then you stagnate, and then you start getting pieced up. Like, bro, you've been stagnating, bro. Stop it. What are you talking about, bro? You talking about when you fought Gabe Green? What are you talking about, Daniel Rodriguez? Bro, those fights were so long ago, and you didn't do anything in those fights, bro. D-Rod was your last crazy performance. Besides that, I can't remember what any of your fights looked like. I just remember you crawling out of the cage against Carlos Prates, you hitting feet all around the ring like you're Devin Haney or something. But even Devin Haney just showed out in his last fight against what's his face, Brian Norman. Like, bro, take a page out of his book, bro. Go drop somebody, bro. Like, just because you eye poke somebody and slice their eye open does not mean that you pieced him up, you beat him up, bro. Every time he ekes by and wins a fight, he starts talking about, oh yeah, I beat him up. You didn't beat him up, bro. What are you talking about? Man, that's it for this interview, bro. You know, if you guys understand what I'm talking about, you understand. Ian Garry should have to fight Morales, bro. I'm actually mad that he didn't beat up Bilal Muhammad in the way that he's saying. Because it just doesn't correlate. It doesn't make any sense what he's saying. But yeah, man, if you guys think Ian Garry deserves a title shot, like in his next fight, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you think he should have to fight Morales, I think he should have to fight Morales first. I think they should duke it out. I don't want to see Morales versus Prates, bro. Prates does not deserve a title shot yet. It was a cool knockout, but bro, you did lose against Ian Garry. You know what I'm saying? He should have to fight Morales first, bro. And then after them is Carlos Prates. And then after Carlos Prates is Kamaru Usman. You know what I'm saying? It should be Carlos Prates versus Islam. Should get a break. Islam should, okay, take the next 2-3 months off. We'll see you later, right? It should go Morales versus Garry, and it should go Prates versus Kamaru. Simple. Number 1 contender fight for Ian Garry versus Morales. Whoever wins that fight gets his next title shot. Cool. We've settled it, bro. But you over Morales? Nah, that's crazy, bro. Especially after he called you out. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. But that's it, bro. And as always, stay positive, stay motivated, stay inspired.